Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining us. If you're liking the show, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you want to find us on social media, we're on Twitter at Casting Roles and on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Casting Roles ILM. Our videos are uploaded on YouTube every Friday. But with no other announcements, we'll go ahead and start the show. So ticket takers, after your arrival at the Profane Citadel, traversing the city, making your way towards Thoradin's castle where you connected with Mother, Saurus's mother, you defeated the ghostly reactivated remains of Thoradin and his wife Sypha and freed their spirits from the binding of the rune that had kind of trapped them in place. After a conversation with Thoradin, you learned more about the structure of what was once called Cirrus, but is now the Profane Citadel, and the power of the runes to maintain the power and strength of whoever is activating them at the center of the city. Abel had a reconnection with his ancestors, the Assalans, who had evacuated from their continent aboard airships and had made the Profane Citadel their home for a time before it was attacked by the Veil. And Thoradin, his wife Sypha, and the Sovereign and her consort had sacrificed themselves to give the strength of the city to the people of Asala so that they could escape and eventually found the island nation of Noavia. You then, with the help of Sypha, teleported to the Court of Wonders, the tower that once belonged to Sypha and the Court of Clouds, the group of mages of cloud giants here in the city, and discovered after unlocking the door that it had been taken over by Kefkan, the merchant leader of the cloud giants and the Jester prince, pretty much, of that realm. You met his major domo, who welcomed you to the Pleasure Palace and told you that in order to make your way through, you had to take part in the pleasures that awaited you beyond the doors of the entrance. Not those types of pleasures. You all then made your way through, and your first interaction was with Lady Mizmira, and you learned that not only is she a powerful oracle, but she was one of the first two giants sung into existence by the gods and had invented a deck of cards called the Deck of Many Things and was using that to create your journey through this pleasure palace. So with that in mind, Marlo, you make your way through the entrance doorway in the foyer, passing through beaded curtains, and you find yourself in a familiar tent that you have not been in since Broadfield. And you see before you the familiar visage, as she appeared to you, of Lady Mizmira. And she kind of looks down and sees you. Well, one of us has changed, Marlo. It's so good to see you.
Hey, I was really going through it when I met you last time, and I think I took out a lot of emotions on you when you just held up a mirror to me, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to. That one was on me. Sorry about. I respect your craft so much.
As a voice of the fates, it is often my role to tell people information that they don't always want to hear, but it seems that your path has led you in a positive direction regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Well, I'm sorry that it has led you to Kefkan's Pleasure Palace, but thus is the nature of journeys.
Why is it that? Why is that the name?
Why does he call it his Pleasure Palace? Because
what was the creative decision behind that?
Can you describe the emotion that you had when you first heard the name Pleasure Palace?
Upset.
That's why. That is why he called it that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything to get a good reaction. And you see, like, she kind of flourishes and a deck of cards appears in her hand. You may make an Arcana check, Marlo.
Hey.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck, that's really good for me. I don't get advantage on this, right?
No, not in this one.
Okay. That's gonna be a 21.
21. You immediately recognize it as you've studied like magical items, especially ones to potentially look out for. You recognize that she is currently shuffling a deck of cards that you know is called the Deck of Many Things, which is a powerful deck of cards that has many potentially ruinous or fortuitous magical outcomes. So as you're traveling through the Pleasure Palace, it is my role here as a welcoming sort to kind of determine through a draw of fate what you will face as you travel through. We'll be pulling from this deck, which I see that you recognize. And with that in mind, you may allow me to choose the deck of cards, and it'll just simply determine the role and the places of your travel, or you may pull from the deck yourself, with all of the consequences potentially therein.
I'll pull.
Okay. So she's shuffling, and so as she's talking, she just tells you, like, I'm just shuffling now. Whenever you're ready for me to stop shuffling, just tell me when.
Wait an aggressively uncomfortable long time until her to stop.
Okay. All right, but then you eventually tell her to stop. And then she lays the deck of cards out. Would you like to cut the deck?
Yeah, sure.
How many times?
Twice.
Twice. So she cuts the deck twice and then puts them back together. And then she flourishes and lays the cards out for you. And with that in mind, if you give me a number, I will pull that card.
A number?
Mm-hmm.
Like any number?
Mm-hmm. Up to, I think at this point, we're at like 74.
Oh my gosh. That is it. Could it be? Can I pull 69?
60. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jace, if this fucks you, I will never let you live this down.
It is deserved.
Listen,
If this
Lauren would
fucks
not
you.
thrive in the Pleasure Palace, but Jace would fucking thrive in this environment.
It's true. It would be like you and me in our ridiculous outfits, and we would be thriving.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our characters are like, fuck this.
This is hilarious no matter what this card ends up being. Like,
Yeah.
All right. So she, so you paw at the deck for a moment and you draw out a card and it flips up in front of you. And, oh, you have the giant card.
Oh no.
And she kind of, plucks it out of the air and throws it behind you, and it lands in the back of the tent and a doorway opens. And she says, well, quite interesting. You all have a journey before you. Any questions before you go?
I mean, this place is run by a giant. Like, is that a bad one? Are there good ones? Did I pull a bad one out of what I could have pulled a good one?
I don't think you did not pull a incredibly fortuitous card, but you also did not pull a card of destruction. You're still standing here, which is always a good sign.
Glad you didn't tell me that before, that was a possibility that I could have encountered. So thank you. Thanks for that.
But if you have no other questions, you can walk through the door. And Marlo, you can take 3 chaos points if you just keep track of the fact that you have 3, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So at that moment, just as we talked last time, all of you exit the tent and you all walk through this doorway as simultaneously, regardless of how Lady Mizmira has talked to you individually. And you find yourself in the 2-tiered balcony, like the 2-tiered hall structure here. And there are 5 doorways in this hall structure. And each doorway has like a beautiful carving of a design of the cards that you drew. So you have the dragon card on one of the doors, the crossroads, the donjon. And then the last 2 doorways are not wooden, they are golden. And one is the mine and the other is the giant card. So you guys are all back together. And what would you all like to do? Yes.
I figured out Mars' outfit.
Okay, yeah. So you all see Marlo for the first time.
Okay. Mars in the outfit that Jury wears most regularly.
What in the... It's an interesting
It's
choice.
I don't really know what happened here, and I don't know. There's a lot of air happening on my body right now that usually doesn't happen.
I think the boots are a win, though. They look great on you.
I guess they're comfortable.
Yeah, the heel's a little high, but you have to suffer.
It is a little high. Yeah,
A little high, but
Was I supposed to dress
wobbling
up?
a little bit.
Was I supposed to dress up? Was I supposed to wear something?
I didn't choose this. I don't know why this happened.
yeah.
So that's fun, I guess. You don't. Are there pockets on this?
There are not pockets. I put everything in my bag. I don't need to have pockets.
I know,
Like,
but it's
the
just
pockets
like
ruin like the flow and everything.
Right, the pockets would ruin the flow.
The
Yeah, of course. Okay.
of how it sits.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's great. It's great. It looks great on you.
Looks great on. Looks out of place, but great on you.
Thanks.
I'm in jeans. If that makes you feel any better.
Full jeans.
Full jeans. It's itchy.
Denim head to toe. Just
Yes. So, also, I talked to Ms. Mira, and to gain an audience with Kefkan, we need to bring joy and chaos into the next step we're doing.
So we're going with our strengths.
Yes. I look at Kaimata and I was like, within reason, Kaimata, though, okay? Like, don't, let's work our way up to it, perhaps.
I think we should go through one of the gold doors. The gold doors seem like the best options.
I mean, we have to go through all of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we'll save the good ones for last.
Sully.
You want to just go in order, like around them?
All right, we'll go through the dragon first.
The dragon door first. Okay. So
That's a
you.
good
I'm gonna yank it open and walk through.
So Kamada just walks up to the balcony and grabs the doorknob for the dragon door and swings it open. And there's just this sucking energy, and Kaimata is sucked through the doorway, and all of you feel like yourself being lifted off the ground, and you're all blasted through the doorway.
Here.
I've been blasted in the pleasure palace.
That's the pleasure palace.
Sucks!
And you feel yourself kind of like going through like a tunnel of wind for a moment. It's pure blackness, and then your eyes begin to clear, and there's just like lights lighting up along this long hallway before you, and you see you're just in a narrow corridor that is about like 150 feet long. And on a raised dais at the end of this corridor, you see a statue of a dragon, but it is facing away from you. And you all find yourself kind of lined up in the corridor here at the apex. And if you turn around and look behind you, there's no doorway to exit back the way you came. It's just this hallway, and there's lined with lights, and then this statue at the back. And then high above you, there seems to be like stained glass reliefs, and light is pouring in and casting casting like refracted lights of different colors all throughout this room.
What color is the dragon?
It is a statue of a dragon, so it's gray, but you can roll a nature check to see if you can determine the breed.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Okay. 18. No, wait, that's the first one. Oh, this one's even better. 16 plus 5, so that's 21.
You recognize the very distinct, like the way it's, even though it's facing behind you, like the way the statue is carved, you can see the side of its head at the end, and the shape of the wings. Very familiar dragon to the Krakoa, having dealt with dragons within the Vanishing Isles. This is a black dragon.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's basically a cousin.
I cast dancing lights just because Jury thinks that's something chaotic.
So lights kind of like pop up and down the hallway, and give you more light. You guys could see fine, but give you more light. And what it does highlight is that the hallway that you're on, there are like gold lines that kind of run down the hallway, and you find that each of you are standing in one of the like lined sections, almost like runners paths on a track or field or something like that.
That's not suspicious at all whatsoever. Josh.
And you said that there's colors from the ceiling.
Yeah, there's just like there's stained glass above you, and there's light filtering in, and so there's like it's just refracting a bunch of different colors all around.
Are there like shadows?
Nope.
Mixed in with it. So much for that.
If I take a step forward, does anything happen?
So as you take a step forward, you take one step forward. How many steps forward do you take, Marvel?
I don't like that you asked
Gotta
that
count our
question.
steps?
I said step, so I think Mar would be just checking it out right now. If I took one step forward, what would happen?
Okay, so Marlo, you take a step forward, and a moment later, the dragon statue turns around and then slowly turns back to facing the other direction.
This does not seem promising.
Oh,
I jump as far as I can.
Oh my god!
What's your jump? What's your jump distance?
What is my jump? What is that? Your strength?
It's your strength modifier. Yeah.
My athletics is +8. Does that matter?
Yeah. So I think that's. Oh, okay. So you go ahead and you take a step and then you jump, and then while the Krakoa is in the air,
Oh no!
the statue whips around, and you all see this orb of like fire shoot out of the statue's mouth and hit the Krakoa, and the Krakoa, you kind of fall back and you land about 5 feet forward, and the Krakoa, you take 12 points of fire damage as the statue does that. Okay, so now that you know what we're playing is red light, blue light, red light, green light. The way that this will work is each of you is going to, you can either be chaotic and roll a die and let me know if you're being chaotic, so you can roll a die, or you can tell me the number of steps you take. And we're going to say you can take between 1 and 6 steps on a turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d6. If the dragon rolls the number that you picked or lower, he catches you. If he rolls higher than you do, then he doesn't catch you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up just so you guys can kind of see where you're at on the map. And the moment you got knocked out of the air, Krakoa, you heard a chuckle ring through the air.
TK,
Oh
TK, you flew so high, TK.
No, let me switch over here.
He's like watching us do this.
Oh, I've got my blur on, so you can't even see what's going on with that. And I stopped my video.
Of course, he's a voyeur, dude.
Yeah, in his fucking pleasure palace, this bitch.
All right. So Marlowe's 1 step forward. Kakoa, you got knocked down about 4 steps out, but you're there. All right. So on the first round, you can either roll or you can tell me a number. So we'll just kind of go around. Marlowe.
I'll roll. For the
Okay.
first one.
And then just keep track of say what your number is, and then just keep track of it in your head as well.
Okay. I got a 5.
5. Okay. Abel.
That's it. I'm rolling for the chaos.
Rolling. Okay.
A 6.
A 6. Okay, good. Jury.
Josh, would it be considered chaotic if I tried to dimension door to the other side of this hall?
You could try.
That sounds real chaotic.
Okay, I'm gonna try to dimension door, and this will probably also I probably have to roll for wild magic because it's a high level spell.
Yes,
too.
you do. What will happen is I need you to first roll a charisma check.
Okay, interesting.
Oh my God.
Interesting. I love that already that we're doing that. That's- Ooh. Okay. I got a 23.
A 23.
Jesus
So
Christ.
you all watch as Juridan disappears and then reappears at the other end of the hall.
Yep. And then does my wild magic go off?
Yes, go ahead and roll a D100. Just for your information, any spells cast by Jury in this in the Pleasure Palace will result in a wild magic surge.
Sick.
Oh, yeah. for
Sick.
sure.
I got an 18. What does
An
that
18.
do?
So as you you teleport and then you appear on the other side of the room and you suddenly feel like this weird energy at the top of your head, and all of you can see from across the room as this plant sprouts out of the top of Jury's head and then turns into a bulb and flowers out into this gorgeous large flower that drapes over Jury's head, and is just kind of immediately like a butterfly descends from the rafters and lands there and is like on this flower on Jury's head.
Hey, she finally got it.
Jury looks down at y'all
Man.
and he goes, I don't think this is my city either, guys. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm gonna be really upfront.
All right, Kakoa.
I am going to do something chaotic.
Okay.
I am going to cast Freedom of the Waves.
Okay.
It's a deluge of seawater in a 15-foot radius, 10-foot tall cylinder centered on a point within range. So basically, it's 30 feet. I'm going to do it so that I'm in the very edge of it. So 30 feet, because if you are within the spell's area, as part of the action you use to cast the spell, you can vanish into the deluge and teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see within the spell's area. So basically, I'm doing this big, giant flood of water that's going to fill the entire corridor, and I will end up jumping forward 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Go ahead and make a your spell casting modifier is charisma. Go ahead and make a charisma check for me.
When you say fill the entire corridor,
No, it's just a 15-foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And you all
guys are not in it, but I am.
You also see that those gold lines on the ground flash, and the water, even though it should spill out of it, just fills up the line that Saurus is on. Or come on, Kakoa is on. I'm gonna keep saying Saurus. Kakoa is on.
Yep.
What spell was that again? The Krakoa?
Freedom of the Waves.
Freedom of the Waves.
It's a
It's
third
a
level
class
spell.
of. It's a
Yeah, it does bludgeoning and knocks things down if I want him to. Charisma check, which is, do I use my spell casting modifier?
You
or-
get the charisma bonus, but you don't get the proficiency bonus.
Okay, so it's not a spell attack.
No, yeah.
That is +4, so that is a 16.
A 16. All right. So you all watch as this like deluge of water fills the section of the map that the Kakoa is in, and then 1, 2, 3. And then the Kakoa appears further down the chamber. All right. let's see.
And my thoughts were that if it shot a fireball at me, I'm in water.
You are. That's true. Kaimana, are you rolling or are you giving a number?
I'm gonna roll, but also I want to cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
There's a D6, right?
Yep, roll a d6. 2. Okay, so I'm going to roll my d6. And, okay, so Marlo, you race forward 6. Abel, you race... Oh, no, Marlo, you were 5. Abel, you race forward 6. Kamana, 2. With a 3, as you're running, Marlo and Abel, the statue turns around. It doesn't catch Jury's jump, and it doesn't catch the Kakoa's jump because they passed their charisma checks. But each of you, these twin blasts of fire shoot out and hit you. That's low for 8 points. Oh, go ahead.
Can I react to this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do my... Can I misty step through it? And just go around it?
Yeah, so go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Okay. That is... What the fuck do you say? So that's 17? Yes. So that's 23.
All right. So as the fireball is about to impact you, you just vanish from your space and appear further down the chamber. However, Abel, you do take 9 points of fire damage.
All right. Abel.
All right. So everybody, so Marlo, Abel, and Kaimana, each of you gain 1 chaos point. Jury and Kakoa, you each... Oh, sorry. Marlo, you gain 3. Jury and Kakoa gain 3, and Abel and Kaimana gain 1. All right.
Chaos.
Second round. Marlo.
Hear me out. I want to try to stealth my way through the rest of it.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Like I'm moving so fucking slow and stealthily that like it never sees me coming.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Are you Jamiroquaiing your way towards the...
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use inspiration because that was a natural 1. Okay, so that is a... What's my stealth? 31.
31. Okay. And then with that in mind, you can move up to 6 squares. How many squares would you like to move?
6. 7. See. We'll see.
That puts you up with Jury if it's successful. All right, Abel.
I want to just try to... Can I try my new spell? Intangibility?
You can.
Ooh, cool.
And so I pull out a little device and like stick it on my chest, and then my whole body just starts to vibrate super fast. So fast that I'm able to pass through objects.
At the Pleasure Palace.
The Flash
Vibrating
style.
At the Pleasure Palace.
Not that kind of Pleasure Palace.
Maybe it's becoming.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do this the rest of
That's
this.
fine. That's
I missed
perfectly
you
all
so much when you weren't there for the announcement of Pleasure Palace.
James, we would be disappointed if you did.
right. Yes. So Abel, make a intelligence check for me.
Sure. All right, where's D&D? I'll roll my real dice, I guess. Oh no, I'm at a slant. Oh, 17 plus something.
Oh, yeah, that's 17
Intelligence
plus
is
6.
really high.
Good. Okay. So how many spaces forward do you want to move?
I can move 6
Yeah.
or no. the whole 6.
Okay, cool. Kukoa.
The Kakoa is going to start dancing a hula.
Yeah, TK.
Okay.
And rolling randomly to see how far he gets
As he's dancing. Okay.
is a 1.
A 1, and then make a performance check for me.
Luau.
11 plus 4, so 15.
15. Okay, cool. And then finally, Kamana.
I'll play music for your little hula too.
Okay. I am going to do another chaotic roll.
Okay.
I've still got mirror image up, and I'm gonna fan dance my way up towards the.
What is happening?
The front, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your dice, and then a performance check.
That's a 5.
Okay.
And performance.
It's a Lemurian thing.
Performance is a 4.
A 4. Okay. All right. So let's see.
It's the Star Trek Uhura fan.
So we have. All right. Thankfully, so you're dancing forward, Kukoa, you're dancing forward, Kaimana, Abel, you are just intangibly walking forward, and each of you kind of gets to a point and you stop, and then after all of your movements with a 6, the dragon statue turns around and then slowly goes back to its starting space. None of you are there. So with that in mind, so Jury and Marlo, you are at the edge of the space. Go ahead and make perception checks for me, and then I'm gonna go around. So Kukoa, what are you gonna do in this? Oh, sorry.
Any chaos points?
Abel gets 3. Kukoa and Kaimana get 2. Abel, are you going to move forward the full 6 again?
Do I get anything?
As you're in the space and you just are there? Or no, did you move last round?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, and you beat the stealth. Yeah, so you get 2 as well. Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
I had already moved you up, and so I missed that part. So Abel, are you going to move for the full 6 forward on this round? Ronnie?
You're muted.
Sorry. What happened?
Are you going to move forward the full 6 this turn?
Yes. Point to me. Okay. Don't laugh. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Still under the effects of your spell. Go ahead and make another intelligence saving throw, or not a saving throw, another intelligence check, please.
Intelligence check.
Yep.
Oh.
How am I supposed to be normal when you went, oh, yes? It was so good.
I was gonna like slip underneath the stone, but as long as I don't get hit, that's what's important. 12 plus 6 and 18.
18. Okay. Kukoa, are you going to continue dancing forward, or are you going to?
I am going to continue dancing forward.
Okay, go ahead and if you you can move 6, or you can tell me the number, or you can roll.
Let's roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
3.
Okay. Kaimana?
You muted.
You're muted.
Continue the fan dance and just roll again. Chaos.
Okay.
Ready to roll another performance?
You and Kukoa both roll performance, yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a 9 this time. I'm getting better at this fan thing.
What was your number, your 6, your D6?
3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then your
8.
performance checks? 8.
8
Wow,
for
8 and
performance.
9. All right, so Marlo and Jury, what was your perception check?
11.
11.
Wow.
A 12. Okay.
We're watching this shit like, what the
You're
fuck?
real distracted. So with an 11 and 12, you don't notice, like there's no doorway on the other side of this chamber, and you don't see any exits, but you'll get another chance on the next round.
Okay.
All right, so
I figure what happened is Jury's playing one rhythm, and the dancing for each of us is different rhythm.
yeah.
And so
It's
this
really
is
hard
chaos.
to coordinate, yeah.
But it's chaos, so it's good, right?
Yep. With that in mind, it rolled a 6 again, so it turns around after all of you stop your movement, with the exception of Abel. And so this will determine whether the dragon notices Abel's movements through the etherealness.
Koa, you mean? Or no, Abel.
No, Abel with a 2 does not. And so the dragon turns back around. Now, Abel, Marlowe, and Jury can all give perception checks at the end of the hallway. Kakoa, still moving forward, you can roll another d6.
How many chaos points?
Oh, sorry. You both get 2 and Abel gets 2.
How far am I from the end?
You are 6 out.
So I have 6 on you.
Oh, no, you're 5 out. Sorry, Kakoa. Yeah.
I'm just going to keep... It's working so far, so...
Keep huluing.
That's a cocked dice.
I'm assuming these chaos points are a good thing to have.
Who knows?
Sully, it's okay.
That's a 2.
1, 2. Okay, and Kaimana?
Same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna roll performance first this time. Maybe that'll make a difference.
And then roll your performance, Kakoa, as well. Yeah.
All right, it's a 12 performance and 3.
All right.
13.
13 and 12. All right, what was our perception checks from Marlowe, Abel, and Jury?
19.
19.
23.
Can't
perceive anything. I rolled a 4.
Me,
Okay.
like Marlo and Jordan got
So a
tired of
6.
everyone's dancing.
Marlowe, you notice that when the dragon turns around this time and doesn't spot your friends moving, and so doesn't blast them, on the very front of the dragon, there is a cord that says, like, that's attached to a ring, and it says, "Pull me." On the side of the dragon, there's a button that says, "Push me." And then on the other side of the dragon, there is a lever that says, "Lower me."
Got it. Twist around it.
Beat me to it.
Bop it.
Do I get any kind of sense that this is an order of operations? Or this is just kind of randomly on it?
Now that you've noticed it, you are not proficient in any kind of tools other than thieves' tools. So just go
But
give
if I point it out to my good friend Abel.
Abel, yes, then Abel can make a
What? Oh,
Abel,
yeah,
you can make a
right.
tools check, so you can make something with your intelligence and proficiency.
I am very good at those. Let me pull out my.
Can I
tinkering
assist him
tools.
because I am
Yes,
pointing out,
you can
like,
roll with
where all this
advantage
was?
because Marlowe pointed it out.
Oh, okay, definitely.
And while you're making that check, Kakoa and Kaimana, you both
Holy
gain
fuck.
2 chaos points, and then go ahead and roll your last d6.
Can I just say, with advantage and a fucking super high modifier, I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Whew.
But my
Alright, that
modifier is high
was-
enough to where it's a 20.
It's a 20 still. So Abel, with a 20, what you can determine is that one of these things will deactivate this device. And with a 20, you can you know that the lever is not the one that will deactivate this device.
We should avoid the lever at all costs. That one will do us no good. The button and the string.
I got a 1 on my d6 roll
Okay.
and a 19 on my performance.
Oh, nice.
I got a 4 on my D roll, and I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, so let's see.
You guys figured it out?
So, Kakoa, as you're moving, the dragon turns around and you're dancing the hula and you're just like lost in the moment of the dancing, and you don't see the dragon whipping around, and it catches you in movement, but then it sees you dancing there for a moment, and then it slowly begins to turn back around the other way and then whips back around. and then slowly turns back around to face the back, and you do not get blasted with fire because you were pleasurable to it. So that is +3 chaos points for Krakoa, 2 for Kaimana.
For pleasuring the dragon.
For pleasuring the
Your
dragon.
dancing gave the dragon
Pleasure.
I like it.
Okay.
All right. So for the last round, you can, the 4 of you who are at the front, you can either continue to rule out how to deactivate this device, or you can just go ahead and try to deactivate the device. And then Kaimana, go ahead and roll another d6.
The Kakao is just dancing where he is.
Sounds good.
4.
4. Okay, that takes Kaimana to the end.
Do I need to perform again?
Yes, you do need a performance because you're moving.
18.
18. And as you're moving, the dragon catches you in your movement, but doesn't blast you with fire, and you get 3 points as you made it joyful.
But it fucking loves it.
Josh, I have a question.
Yes.
Have we been hearing any more like pips and squeaks out of the peanut gallery, or was it just kind of that like one?
Oh no, so
kinda
like
giggle?
anytime that you've been getting like 1 or 2 chaos points, those have been nothing. But the places where you've gotten like 3 or more, you've heard like that titter of laughter kind of ringing through the hallways again.
Can I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I want to try it. Can I try, like, if I start like putting my hand towards the pardon me, which one is on the side still that we didn't rule out?
The button
on the back.
Yeah, the button and
Okay.
the button and the pull string are the 2 that you haven't rolled out.
Okay. The one on the side is the pull string.
The button's on the side.
Okay. If I start moving like my hand towards the button, do I hear any kind of like anticipatory giggle?
Go ahead and make an insight check with disadvantage.
Okay, well, you gotta try sometimes. You gotta try it. Honestly, that's not bad because my insight's kind of crazy. So that's a 22.
So as you're moving your hand towards the button, you do hear like the studio audience sound of like, ooh.
And with my very high insight, do I get the sense that that is like a foreboding, like excited to see us like, I don't know, explode, or like, oh, they figured it out?
So
kind of thing?
it's a little difficult to with the way that what you understand about Kefkan from the Major Domo and from Lady Mizmira is that there may be equal parts joy in you winning the game and also losing the game. So,
Yeah.
so it's difficult to tell. You could try going for the string and seeing if you get a different response, and that might help you weed out.
Wait. Oh no, I'm leaning into the chaos here. I'm just gonna pull the string.
Okay, so you pull the string, and you like pull this string out, and you, as it kind of reaches the end, and then it starts slowly retracting back into the dragon. You hear, "Welcome, thank you so much for playing the game today," and the dragon lifts off of the statue, flies back to the end of the hallway where you entered in. The pedestal that it was on sinks into the ground, and you guys have a 400-foot hallway in front of you as the dragon is slowly moving towards you, and a wall of fire is pressing off in your direction. So
Jump through the hole.
Jump through the hole. So you
Crash Bandicoot scurry out of here.
So you guys are running. So it's 400 feet of movement. Anybody who can top 30 feet of movement will take no damage on this as the dragon's catching up to you. So I know that's Krakoa and Marlowe. But for Kaimana, Jury, and Abel, anything that you're doing to shorten your run distance so you don't get caught by the wall of fire.
I got a 35 movement speed.
Oh, you have a 35, Kaimana, so
Yeah.
you're fine, Kaimana.
I won't go faster, but I'll just cast protection from energy on me.
Okay, so
Can I scoop up Jury?
Yeah.
And just like put him on my back?
Absolutely.
Oh, I have a shoot of strength now,
Yeah.
and I have 60 feet of walking speed. So if I'm like moving, even if that slows me down,
Yeah.
I can still.
Yeah.
You're
grab
good.
Jury.
Then I'll cast it on Abel as I leave him behind.
Okay.
you go, Abel.
You all take off, and
Resist
Abel's just
fire.
like, oh no.
I was trying to grab the twink with the lower hip points.
Really? Jerry just goes, it's kind of weird you're like carrying me dressed like me. This feels like a bad dream.
Sorry.
Abel's
Activate my jetpack, which goes 35.
Yes, you can. So all of you watch as like the dragon's slowly moving in your direction, and this wall of fire that it's spewing out is like slowly. But then as you're making your way down this 400-foot hallway, it's moving faster and faster and faster, and begins
Josh, I think I need to roll wild magic here.
Oh, you do need to roll magic because you cast spell. And then it like is nipping at the heels of Abel and Jury, just as they, or not as of Abel and Kaimana as they cross the line through the doorway, and you feel yourself kind of like spilling out of the doorway, and you're back in that major hallway. What was your wild magic?
I had an 84.
We're spilling in the pleasure.
Oh god. 84.
They can't be stopped.
Oh gosh.
No.
Okay, everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm
joke?
sorry. No. Because of the joke, yeah. Oh, I didn't roll well either. Fuck my life. Because of my wild magic. Hey guys, if this is
You
bad,
do,
I'm
Jury.
sorry.
You don't
Oh
need
my
to
God,
roll.
what is
But,
Oh, I don't have to. Okay.
No.
Great.
Marlo, Abel, Kakko, and Kaimana make Constitution saving throws.
13.
I rolled a
Got an
14.
I
What
got an 11.
11 and Marlo? An 8? Okay. So all of you suffer -1 to ACs and saving throws for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
In
I
that
forgot.
time, Jury, you
Hang on.
Oh.
I forgot my
Aura?
paladin aura.
so you all have +4.
Everyone adds +4 to that.
What's your spell saving throw, Jury? Or what's your
My
spell save DC?
Oh no. Okay, let me see. My spell
What
save DC is 19. Jesus Christ.
So does a
it's
+4
so high.
take anyone above 19?
No, I got
No.
an 18 for that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So all of you have -1 to AC and saving throws. Jury, you gain +4 to your AC and +4 to your saving throw.
What spell was
You're
that
so
hit us?
fucking powerful.
It's
Was that-
a wild magic
It's
surge.
wild magic.
As you all feel
I don't
like
know if
some
it was
energy
like
like sucked out, and Jury's like, I feel great.
Jerry looks
Oh,
buff in
no.
these fucking jeans. What is? They're glowing right now.
I dropped you on the ground.
Yeah.
It didn't even hurt. I fell on the ground and I feel great.
All right. Whose card was the dragon card?
Mine.
Kaimana. So Kaimana, as you guys kind of spill out into the main room and the door closes behind you, it slowly kind of vanishes in space, and almost like a rolling up like a scroll, and then it kind of falls off of the wall and rolls to your feet.
I got a door. I got like a wall scroll now.
You pick it up and examine it, or you just
You're gonna look at
Yeah,
it, or
I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
okay. So you look at it and you examine it, and as you unroll it, it says, thank you so much for playing the Sleeping Dragon's Horde. Here is your reward. And 150 platinum fall out of the scroll, and then the scroll disintegrates in your hands.
Yay! I knew reading was important.
Hey, Mark, can I ask you a favor? Can you try to unarmed hit me and see if you can hit me right now?
Kakoa hits him.
Make a
Oh, no.
make a
So
strength attack.
I have
roll.
20 AC right now
What?
because I
Okay.
stole your AC.
The most
I'm
Jared
just
I
it is
have
ever-
a -4 to hit.
No, you just have a
No.
1 to your AC and a -1 to your saving throws.
Okay. So I just need to try to hit Jury.
I'm
with
just
an
At a
unarmed
20.
attack.
This
Both
may
of you
be-
do this simultaneously.
yes. This may be the only time this works for me ever.
Dirty 20.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
wait.
no.
Oh, Cocoa. Wait, did I get a +1 for my ribbon? Is that every encounter, or is that just encounter specific?
I think that's just encounter specific.
No, fuck my life. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm not great at like strength stuff. It's just like not really my thing. Natural 20.
Okay.
Pretty much. Jerry's looking at Mar. Kakoa cold cocks him, spins him around, and then Mar just.
Marlo, what's your strength modifiers?
Lightly.
+1, or is it?
Mine is like +2, but I don't want to do damage.
So you do
Like,
4 points of damage to Jury, and Kakoa,
I
you.
don't want to do damage. I just wanted to see if I could
Okay.
make contact.
Then
You
Jury-
just like slap hit me.
Jury
right?
take
I
1
think,
point of
Yeah.
damage from Kakoa and 1 point from Marlo as he gets rocked. However, there
Jury looks
is
sad about this.
a laughter rings out in the
Oh,
hallway,
yeah.
and Jury, you get
Bitch.
5 chaos points.
You would love that,
Thank you.
bitch. I was so close. That was the only time I could have ever done that.
All right.
We should probably
You look
sit
really
here
sad. Do you like how sad?
just a
do you
little
look?
bit, not too bad.
Okay.
Just yeah, and we should probably sit here for 5 minutes until this wears off.
Do you want to? I mean,
Do I want
we
to
can
try to
switch
hit
outfits
you?
entirely? No.
Oh, switch outfits? Do you want to be in these jeans?
No, that looks awful. But I mean, if we wanted to like do halvesies, like I don't know. I feel like the proportions are
That's a
like.
good
I
off
idea.
was
on
about to
this
say,
one.
which part are you not jiving with the most?
The mom
top or the
jeans.
bottom? Well, is it
No,
the top with the
bottoms-
flowy
The
sleeve?
bottoms are pretty freeing. I'm not gonna lie. It's
We
just
were
the
kind of
tops vary
similar
out.
bottoms.
Yeah,
We can switch tops if you want.
Switching
But-
tops at the Pleasure Palace.
we switched tops.
Cool. You're in the jean top now.
Not that kind of pleasure.
How how bad does this outfit look now?
It looks so bad.
You're wearing a jean top and then
Yeah.
Jury's normal pants, and then Jury's wearing normal top and jean whatever. The flip it.
Jean
It looks terrible
bottoms.
regardless.
Yeah, it's awful.
Awesome.
All right. All right.
A
Which
little better, I
which
think.
room do you all would like to go in next?
And we sit here until the AC goes back to normal.
Sure, your AC and your saving throws return to normal. Mhm.
We were going in like the
Okay, so
Circle,
next
right? We
is
started with the dragon.
Crossroads, which I think was the Kakoa's card. Okay, so you guys walk up to the Crossroads card, and you are kind of again, the doorway opens, and you all feel that energy as you're pulled through, and you find yourself standing in the middle of a chamber, except like it's like a 5x5 square of stone that just seems to be rotating in a void of nothing. And you see there are 5 spaces around the chamber, around this 5x5 square where stones are different colors and they're numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all you kind of see as you're like floating in this void of space.
Colors go with what numbers?
So it's like it's not like there's 5 different colors. It's just like reds and kind of the colors that were in the hallway. So like reds and golds. So they're just kind of alternating, but it's the only stones that are colored are the ones that have the numbers on them. And there's 5 of them.
touch a stone.
Okay. So you walk over and you stand on a stone. Any particular number, Mar?
What you said? There's 5. Is
Yes.
it just like 1 through 5?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay. You all watch as Marlo kind of walks over and like puts a toe out on the stone, and Marlo vanishes. And then Marlo, you find yourself standing in a large room. And it is circular in structure. There's alternating patterns of colors in kind of a circle. The best way you could just describe this room is that the room is divided up into like 20 wedges, and around the wedges are alternating colors of reds and blacks. And then at the center, as you get closer, there's greens and reds. And then at the very center, there's a green circle and a small red circle in the very middle.
Colorblind person's nightmare.
Oh, yeah. You recognize it as probably a dartboard.
Okay. I'm so bad at visual.
Yes.
Visual, audio to visual.
I know. I was gonna send a
What's
picture,
going
but I was
on?
like, I could just say it's a dartboard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. Can I try to? Does there seem to be a way for me to like throw a dart here? Or
No, but go ahead and make a perception check.
okay.
I'm scared. Scared for you.
That is a 19.
A 19. There's no way that you can see for you to throw a dart. What you do see are corresponding to every single one of the squares in this room, there is a hole in the ceiling.
Okay.
And then make a history check for me as well.
Okay.
Make a gaming check. Gamer check.
Yeah.
Gamer check. That's a 14.
A 14. What you know enough about
But
darts.
is there a darker past about this location that I am present in?
I mean,
Is there something
technically-
ominous.
Technically, yes.
Okay, because I get advantage.
Yeah, you can
because
make it. Yeah.
That's a blood hunter thing
Yep.
that I got. Grim psychometry. Oh, that's a little better. So that's a 17.
17. Okay. So you know enough about darts to know that there are many different methods of playing darts. And some of them are like you have to get to a certain number of points, or you have to hit a certain you have to hit points at a certain order in order to you have to get 3 on 1 and then go to 2 or whatever.
Me, who's only played darts in a video game, not
Yeah. And so there's a couple different rules. You don't see any exits. And so based on your history, you kind of think like, maybe if I move around to the way that somebody would play darts, then that might be the way to get out.
Okay. So can I start moving through like that?
Okay. So you can
what you just
so
said?
do you want to do, because there's like kind of 2 major methods of like, I'm trying to get to a specific score, or I'm trying to hit like, I have to hit 1 3 times, 2 3 times. Which one do you want to tackle as your
Which
goal?
one? It seems like it would be more difficult.
So getting the specific score sometimes is harder because you can't, like, it's like you might break the score and go too high. And so that could be, that would be
Then
harder.
I'll do the trickier one.
Okay, cool. So,
I'm thinking of Ted Lasso right now.
yes.
the dark scene.
All right.
You see,
was
we're
just watching
thinking
that.
about Persona 5.
Yes, I'm
So?
thinking about,
Thinking
because
about
so
Persona.
the method you picked is the Persona 5 method of playing.
Yep.
All right.
I
So
was with you, Rob. I was with you.
So the highest score that you can hit is a triple 20 if you want to go for 60 points at the triple 20, or you could go for the bullseye with 50 points, or you can go with any other amount of points that you like, knowing that you've got 1 to 20, and then there's doubles and triples.
I guess I'll go big. I mean, let's go for the triple 20.
You go for the triple 20. Okay, cool. So you make your way across to the triple 20 spot. What I need you to roll is just a standard luck check. So just a D20, and
What's
you
that mean?
a D20, and then just give me the number.
There's a 13.
13. Okay, so you hit that space, and what you want is high on the luck check, because that means that's whoever's playing this game, that's what they're aiming at. So they're aiming at the square that you are in. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I see. Okay. My dex save is a 21.
21. So Marlo, you just walk over, nothing's happening. You hit the triple 20, and the moment you step foot on it, you hear as falling from the ceiling the size of you is a dart that slams down into the ground, and you jump out of the way just in time to avoid the dart piercing you. And instead it hits the 20, and you see, like, in illusory script on the wall, 60 points lights up on the wall. You know that typically the goal is to get 120 points as the way to kind of, you're trying to hit 120.
So I did good right now.
Yes, you're at 60.
I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish at the risk of my own peril.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Can I try on the next one? I got my new... Where's my new thing? Where's my new guy? My blade. The Blade of Eternal Storms.
Okay.
Because that, when I throw it, it returns, right?
Yes.
So can I try doing that on the next one? Like hitting that spot, but like with the
So
knife?
you want to throw a knife and see what effect that has on the dartboard? Yeah. What spot do you want to hit? You can't play this one again because that dart is spent, but you've got 60 points to make up somewhere else.
Can I hit the bullseye?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, or roll an attack roll.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. So you throw out the dagger and it hits the bullseye and then retracts to where you are standing. I need you to make a luck check for me.
That is another 13.
A 13. So as you throw out, where it hits, you see a dart fall from the space where the dagger impacted, and it hits the bullseye, and you see 50 points flashes up, and so now you are at 110.
Cool. And then I would like to try the same thing again.
Okay.
Hitting.
You could go for a double 5 or the 10.
I'll go for the 10.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 or an attack roll.
That is a 28.
28. Okay. And then roll a luck check for me, please. 16. So as the dagger impacts, the dart falls and hits the 10 spot, and you see.
I want to try to like throw this knife like a dagger, like a dart.
Yeah,
just
so you're
the fun.
Just floating the fun. So you see the 10 points lights up, and then 120 appears, and then where the bullseye is, you see a column lift up into the air, and then kind of spins around, and there is a doorway that disappears into a path beyond.
I move on.
Okay, so you're at. Let me look at the dartboard really quick. Hold on. You're at the 20. So you have 1, 2. I need you to make 2 luck checks for me.
Okay. That's a 6. That's a 2.
Okay. So as you step off
you only get so much.
You only get so much. As you step off the 20 and you hit just like the bottom 20 wedge, another dart releases from the ceiling. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 17.
Okay, you take 7 points of piercing damage as it just kind of clips you in the back, but you avoid most of the damage. And then go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw as you get into the inner ring of the bullseye.
My jean top is so sturdy.
It's so sturdy.
It's ripped a little bit.
Okay, cool.
You're like, it's like mid 90s and it's slightly torn now.
Yeah. It looks worse now.
It
Yes.
does.
So, like, one went dead bad. Okay.
Yes.
So that is a 30.
30. Okay, so on the last one, just as you hear the dart release, you just kind of dive through the doorway and you hear it impact behind you as you hit the into the doorway, and you find yourself on a kind of a long path that you will be walking as we go to the next person. So who else would like to step on one of the things? Okay, go ahead, Kakao. Which so we did one. So Kakoa, which would you like to step on?
2.
2. So you walk.
It's 4 and 2 are my numbers. So
There you go. As you watch Marlowe kind of vanish, you like wait a moment. They don't return. So you walk over to the ball pit, or just told you walk over to the 2 and you step on it, and you all watch as the Kakoa vanishes. Kakoa, you appear in the air, and then you fall 30 feet and you fall into a large chamber, and you are being like smacked around by small you're being smacked around by balls because you find yourself
That kind of pleasure palace.
Round by balls in the pleasure.
you find yourself, Kakoa, in a ball pit.
I heard you say ball pit earlier, and I was
Yeah.
like, he fell into the what?
okay.
Yep. And eventually you kind of like, you don't hit bottom. It's just there's enough pressure from you on the balls beneath you.
Oh no, it's going to get better, Jace.
It's gonna get better.
Get better.
I'll mute.
Yeah, as far up as you can see, there's balls, and as far all around you as you can see, there's balls. But your field of vision is like 5 feet.
Okay, when I was falling, did I fall into the center of the pit or to the one side?
I'll give you a free perception check as you are falling to see.
Please check where the balls are. Please check.
Yep. Ball check, please.
19.
A 19. Yeah, so you kind of fell dead center. And what you can tell is that like where you fell to one side of the room was an exit doorway. You could see a staircase like rising out of the ball pit. Concernedly, what you saw on the other side is that balls seem to be disappearing as if like going down into a void, as on the other side, more of these were falling from space and filling the pit back up.
Okay, I'm just going to start. Jace, this is for you. Swimming through the balls.
Okay, so it is considered difficult terrain.
My way through the balls.
You need to make a series of strength checks, and what I'm going to tell you is that as you start swimming, when you're moving through the pit is actively begins to move in the opposite direction of where you're moving. So you kind of feel like you are being pulled back towards that void drop off. What Kakoa needs to hit is 5 successes before they hit 3 failures. And you can just make strength checks, or you can find other ways to kind of gain a success.
Okay, since this is slightly analogous to swimming, I'm wondering if my aura of liberation applies. When you're not incapacitated, you and creatures of your choice cannot be grappled or restrained and ignore penalties on movement and attacks while underwater.
So yeah, so what that will do is instead of 5 successes before 3 failures, you'll just need to hit 3 successes before 3 failures.
Okay, yeah, like an otter to water. In this case, it's a Lemurian to balls. So I will roll 3 dice.
Okay, you're going to do the strength checks. Go ahead. Yep.
I'm going to roll.
These are technically athletics checks.
Okay, rolled a 10, 10, and a 12, which with my athletics of 8 is an 18, 18, and dirty 20.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to roll for the ball pit. And so 18, 18, dirty 20. Okay, so First one is a success. You feel yourself moving through them, and it's just this weird feeling of these like they're not glass because that would kill you, but like lighter than glass orbs rolling across your body as you're moving through them, this weird sequence. And you make your way through the first one and you feel like that backwards momentum that you're making forward momentum very quickly. The second one, however, the ball pit like increases its velocity and you feel yourself lose a little bit. So there's one failure. So you have 2 successes and 1 failure. So go ahead and roll another strength check to see if you can get that 3rd success.
I start porpoising. That is another dirty 20.
Okay, good. So let me roll for the pit. So as you are porpoising, you kind of get to a point where you suddenly see like the balls are disappearing down the void faster than they're being replaced, and you can see the level of the chamber kind of decreasing, but you jump out at the last moment, and just before like you feel like you would have been sucked back into the void, you land on a stone platform, and there's a switchback staircase that goes up to an exit, and so you are able to
hula my way.
You hula your way out. With that in mind, good. So Marlowe, with a creative way of playing darts, you gain 2 chaos points. And Kakoa, because you were porpoising, make a performance check for me, please.
Did you make ee sounds while you were doing it?
That's an 11.
You gain 1 additional chaos point as he was pleased with the attempt of using.
So that's 1 chaos point for
1 additional chaos point. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you say 1 additional,
so
the grand total,
add it to the number that you had already. So
okay.
You get 1 more.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. That takes us back to the chamber jury. Kaimana Abel, who would like to go next?
I'll try.
Okay. You've got 3, 4, and 5 are remaining.
I will try the number 3. Let's keep the
3. Okay.
I really hope everyone's not just dying. I mean, we haven't seen them come back, right? I'm like, I really
no,
hope
they've disappeared, and you haven't.
Yeah, I really hope all my friends aren't just going off to pass away.
Eventually, one of you will be left alone.
It's not me. Come on, I have to go next. You can't leave me alone.
All right.
Yeah. So, do we know what would happen if we both stepped on the same number?
No one's tried it yet.
Chaos.
Jerry, you and I will step on 5 together.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, can we try that real quick? See what happens.
Well, Abel stepped on 3, so we'll go ahead and run Abel's, and then we'll come back and you can step on 5 together. So Abel, you feel yourself you're teleported away, and you land in a room that smells like jungle air. Like there's a humidity here. There's like distant sounds of like birds chirping. There's trees that are, but it's like, if you know, like when you go into a space that's been designed by Imagineers at Disneyland, and it looks like you're in a jungle, but you can also see the walls behind the jungle, so you know you're still in a building. But there's like a you look down and you are on the edge of like a rocky outcropping, and then below you is like 300 feet below you, there's just a drop, and there's a raging river below you. Across the way, about 60 feet or so, you see another platform. And then there's just a canopy of trees that are stretching overhead, and there are vines hanging from the trees. And that's all that's in this chamber, is just like the canopy of trees, vines dropping down, a drop into a ravine 600 feet into a raging river.
Okay. And as I look around, that's all I see. The branches in the canopy. I'm guessing my jetpack will not aid me in this.
So
endeavor.
you can So what this is another skill check. And so you can use the vines to swing across, right? And so there would be a check to go from vine to vine. If you choose to use the jetpack, there is an active anti-magic field that is rotating through the chamber. And so occasionally you might get caught in the anti-magic field. So you can choose to use the jetpack, but there's a chance that while you're flying, it might get turned off. So you'll be making checks to avoid the anti-magic field.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
Is Abel playing Pitfall?
He is playing Pitfall. Some of these vines might be snakes.
I want to see him time his jump across the 3 alligator heads.
Yes.
That was a great game.
Snakes in the pleasure.
That is awesome. Abel is
Does Jack Black have a cameo?
such a nimble guy.
And I will tell you, Abel, to avoid the anti-magic field will be dexterity checks. To swing on the vines are strength checks. So one would be acrobatics, one would be athletics.
Check or saving throw?
These are checks. Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to try to do is hover myself near the vines with my jetpack, if possible.
So you can grab one if you need to.
Dexterity and I'm nothing to strength.
Okay, cool. So because you're gonna cover more ground with the jetpack, it'll only be 3 checks instead of 5.
Okay.
But if you fail one, then the jetpack will be turned off, and it's because you'll get caught by the anti-magic field. So go ahead and make your first check.
Ah! So dice fell out of my hand. It's probably a bad omen.
And I'm rolling for the movement of the anti-magic field, so I'll let you know right now that your goal is to beat a 10.
Okay, well, I just rolled a 12.
Okay, so you blast forward and then you see the field of magic coming through, and the effect that it has is light because some of these trees are real. They're not constructs, but you can, when you get close to the anti-magic field, the humidity and the heat and the sounds of birds vanishes because those are the illusions in this chamber. So that's cueing Abel into where the anti-magic field is. So you get to a point where you're about to, like, the birds suddenly go quiet and you stop in the air and you see that anti-magic field kind of move around you as it almost like a spotlight that's cutting through the chamber. So you're about 25 feet or so into the chamber. Go ahead and make your next acrobatics check.
Would I just like grab onto a vine and hang there, flip past the vine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right. This is regular dex.
And I'll just go ahead and let you know, that's the exact same roll, so you're trying to beat a 10 again.
Let's just hope that vine's not a snake.
Oh, you did grab the vine. Let's see. Hold on.
Thanks, Rob.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, roll a d10 for me, Abel.
A D10.
Is it an
A
anaconda?
D10 for the win. D10 for the win. My anaconda don't. A 9. A 9.
Not that kind of pleasure palace.
So Abel, you grab it. It is a vine. It's not a snake. Okay. All right. What was your next acrobatics check?
Acrobatics is what it is? Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you're again trying to beat a 10.
Ooh, a 21.
Nice. So you zoom forward and you manage to stop before the anti-magic field catches you again. Do you grab the vine here to wait as well?
I grabbed the vine
Okay, roll a d10 for me.
to hang on because I don't want my beautiful invention to be broken. Damn. A 4.
So you go out and like you're like, oh, the anti-magic field is coming. You kind of grab the vine and you go to like swing around the anti-magic field using the vine as kind of a pendulum to swing out. And the vine disconnects from the ceiling, and then you see this snake head descending down towards you. It is going to make a bite attack on you. That is a 27 to hit.
Oh God!
Attacked by the head.
Abel, you take 7 points of piercing damage as the snake bites into you. It also doesn't let go, so you now are rolling your acrobatics checks at disadvantage because the snake is like trying to wrap around you.
Bro, Kefka is laughing his ass off
He is cracking up. Yeah.
Can I thunder wave?
Yeah. Go ahead and thunder wave.
Called? Yeah. Can I thunder wave this bad boy?
Yep.
He has to make a con save.
Failed. So you're getting wrapped up by this giant snake, and you thunder wave, and it just like releases from you and flies off into the fake jungle, hits a wall, and then descends down into nothing.
This is madness.
It just like smacks and then slides down the wall.
All right. Go ahead and make your last acrobatics check to get across without getting caught by the anti-magic field.
A 15?
A 15. I forgot to roll first. Okay, so that's less. So you did beat a 9. So you zoom past, and just as you're getting to the edge, you feel like that anti-magic field whip behind you, but you hit the platform behind and make your way through into the chamber beyond. With that, Abel, you gain 3 chaos points.
So is it 9 for me now?
All right. And then so our last 2, you're planning on stepping on the 5 at the same time?
Sure, I'm afraid of being alone.
Okay, cool. So you walk over and like very carefully lift up your feet and step down on the 5 at the exact same time. I need a charisma saving throw from both of you.
Okay.
And I'll let you know you're trying to beat a 14.
I beat it easily by a million.
Natural 20.
Nice. So there is a moment where it wants to rip the two of you apart from each other and only allow one of you to go down this road together. But instead,
the magic is like, oh, it's a person and they're familiar.
I'm the familiar.
But instead, you manage to, with your charisma, fight through that, and you both rocket off together like it's like any of those scenes where somebody is like being pulled through like the tunnel and they're like screaming as they're both going together.
Tim Allen being teleported in Galaxy
Yes,
Quest.
there you go. And you suddenly like land and you're sitting down. Jury, you're holding Kaimana in your arms like he's kind of in your lap, and you're in darkness, and you just hear like the slow like click 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 of something, and you can feel yourself moving, but you don't know what that is. And then as you're kind of looking for a moment, suddenly there's like a pinprick of light in the distance, and it slowly begins to grow as you're getting closer and closer to it. And then when you're close enough, the light lights up and there is a train track before you. And then the light hits and you realize that you are in a very small mine cart on a train track, and you are going up a hill at about an 85-degree angle. And there's this slow like click, 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 click sound as you're being pulled up by a chain up this hill. None of you know what a roller coaster is because they don't exist in Alyria, but this is a roller coaster. And you get to the edge of this tunnel entrance and you hit the top of the hill, and suddenly like the room before you opens up, and there is just like, there is a volcano of lava spewing lava. There's a pool of magma below you, and you can see that this train track whips and dives and curves through this lava chamber and then ends at a platform far on the other side.
Okay, I take Wait.
I need fan art of this so bad.
Wait.
You two and
As
Kaimana having an
as we
amazing
can
time and
see-
Jury screaming.
Yes.
At
I take the rope and I make us a seatbelt and I hold Kaimana.
Okay, so you take a moment and
gonna
you
happen?
tie. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see how well you tie.
I'm like crying a little bit.
I'm gonna help. Like Kaimana's a little scared by this too.
Yeah.
Like,
Help
this is
me,
all
okay.
very, very new for Kaimana.
Okay, I rolled.
You're tying yourself up.
Pleasure Palace.
It's not that kind of pleasure palace.
It's becoming. I rolled a 16.
Okay, so with the 16, what I'll say with the 16 is that at any point that the roller coaster goes upside down, you will gain advantage on checks.
Oh, great. Thank you for the fact
Yeah.
that that's going to happen.
Okay, so the moment like the roller coaster gets to the top, there it holds for a second, and you're like looking out at this like magma and running lava, and there's a couple like there's bats and things that are flitting around in this. It's like you're in an underground chamber, and you just have a moment to perceive the space before you hear a click and the chain releases and you are dropping down like an 85-degree train track going like at full momentum, and it appears as if you're going to be going straight into the lava, and then you right at the very tip, right as like the wheels kind of hit the lava and spew it up on either side, you whip up to another hill that's going up over. What you are going to have is there are going to be this is not a safe roller coaster, and so there's going to be
You think?
It's a Myrtle Beach coaster.
yeah, there's going to be a series of moments on the roller coaster trip where something is going to potentially impact the cart's ability to maintain its forward momentum, and so you guys will have moments to react to that in whatever way that you would like. So the first one, after this first rise, it kind of goes around a curve and then it starts heading down, and you can see that you are heading underneath a overhanging portion of the cavern, and there are stalactites hanging from the ceiling. And as the vibration from the roller coaster begins to hit, those stalactites start crumbling and falling off. You can tell that getting through here, the chances of getting beamed by one of these stalactites will be very high. What would you like to do to what would you like to do to avoid being pegged by a stalactite?
In the pleasure palace.
First,
See, my thing is I didn't have to say anything because I made a face before Josh, and Josh knew. I saw the light in his eyes.
it's just
Like
fade.
he knew there was no way he could get away with
No.
what he
You
was
can't
about to
avoid it.
say.
Nope.
Kaimana, first I'm gonna give you Bardic.
Thank
Does
you.
using Bardic activate wild magic?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't know how chaotic it was here. Okay,
You're like playing some Eurobeat on your instrument, like.
it's like nervous, like just like what's the plan here? How big are they? Are they like really big or
I mean, they're probably like 3 or 4 feet long, but very spiky. Mhm.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost them to try to knock.
Okay, you're going to try to
Some
kind
out
of
of the
clear
way.
your path with a Ray of Frost.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead
Yes.
and make an attack roll with Ray of Frost, and then also roll Wild Magic. Oh no, that's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. You're good on the Wild Magic.
I'm gonna
I-
use Magic Stone.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll with Magic Stone.
17.
17. Okay, and then Magic Stone.
26.
26. So there's one of the large stalactites like right over the roller coaster path. It begins to crumble and fall. And Jury, you kind of blast it with a Ray of Frost and it gets encased in ice. And then Kaimana, your magic stone impacts it and it just shatters into many pieces, flying out in this direction as your cart flies underneath it, and you kind of get pelted with a few pebbles, but by freezing it and then blasting it apart, you avoided the first task.
I'm screaming this whole time, by the way.
Yeah, and this is when you're going into the first loop, so I need both of you to make athletics checks with
All right,
advantage.
Kaimana, you have Bardic.
Yes. Athletics checks.
with advantage because
okay.
you're
Come
tied
on.
in.
Come on.
And you need to beat a that is a 13.
Okay, pass.
I have Bardic, you said?
Yeah.
You have Bardic.
What is that? A D?
I think it's a D10.
It's a D10 right now.
Yeah, I need that. Still just a 10.
So as you're going through the first loop, Jury, you're holding tight.
Yes.
You see for a moment like Kaimana's holding, and then he flips upside down and he's just dangling, and then his little fingers like one at a time release. So the nature of a loop is that you are going to be coming down around the bottom around the time that Kaimana is falling.
Okay.
You can use a spell to try to catch him, or you can try to catch him yourself.
Okay.
But
I'm going to use Mage Hand to help me catch him.
okay, good. So then go ahead and roll, because you're using Mage Hand, a charisma check with advantage.
Okay. 17 plus already.
Okay, good. So as Kaimana is falling, you quickly measure out the trajectory, and basically the Mage Hand catch is you smack Kaimana and it changes the course of his trajectory so that he falls back into your lap as the roller coaster is coming back around the bottom. At that
and I'm
moment,
like, arms and legs aside the vehicle. Arms and legs aside the vehicle.
You're coming around the bottom in the pleasure path?
at that moment, you're
Getting
coming.
smacked by the hand.
You're about to head into a
It's not that
cavern.
kind of pleasure palace.
You're about to head into a cavern, Jury and Kaimana.
Into a what now?
A cavern. And there is a sheet or a waterfall of lava that's falling in the front of the cavern, and this cart is going to pass through that. That's your next
God.
challenge.
Oh god. Kaimana, what you got for this? We got a second to think.
I don't know.
Josh, will the lava fuck up the cart? Or
It doesn't seem to be melting the track, so you can imagine that the cart will be okay. But
do you Misty Step, Kaimana?
as a DM, I will tell you that the amount of damage from lava is like it's
I'm
like
not
20 D10 or something
Bro,
like that.
I'm not getting that fucking lava. Do you have Misty Step or something?
I do.
Okay, let's Misty Step.
You're gonna Misty Step out of the cart?
I'll Misty Step. I guess we'll jump up and let the cart go a little bit and then Misty Step.
No, I'm gonna Misty Step at a trajectory ahead so that we're gonna land Misty Step into space.
Oh, Misty Step up.
Yeah, we're above
like
where the
through
cart
and up the lava.
is gonna be, so we'll land back into it on the other side of the lava.
Okay, so what I need is an intelligence check from both of you to make sure that you can calculate the trajectory appropriately.
Yuri, I need you to be smart. I need you for once in your life to be smart about this.
You said intelligence check?
Yes.
Come on.
This is just to say, I know where to put myself in space to drop back into the cart.
Josh, what does a 12 do for me?
Okay.
That doesn't sound great.
Kaimana?
Good thing I have proficiency in intelligence.
You bitch.
20.
20. Okay. So did you do a saving throw or did you just do a check, Kaimana?
That's a saving throw. Sorry.
Okay, so just subtract your proficiency from that.
Okay, so that's 17.
17. Okay.
16. Yeah.
16. Okay, so you both wait for a moment, wait to the point where the lava pool would be 10 feet or so ahead of you, and you teleport the 20 feet beyond it. And you both just teleport into air. Kaimana, you teleport up and you feel yourself falling, and the cart thankfully has holes in the bottom of it and isn't filled with lava. And you land back into the cart, but you see that Jury is slightly off trajectory. You have a moment to react, or Jury's going to fall.
Okay.
Do you remember when I caught you just moments before?
I am a child.
No, you're an adult now. You've been 13.
You're literally 13. You're a teenager.
A couple of days.
Oh, and Jury, roll a wild magic.
Oh God! I thought you would forget.
Hey, this may work out for you.
It may work in your
wings,
yeah.
You'll be okay.
65.
65.
It can't be worse than plant on my head, I suppose. I don't know if that's still even there. No, because it stops when I do my next wild magic thing.
This actually, you gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Great, that's wonderful.
I'm gonna throw the rope I have towards Jury.
Okay, so what I need from Jury then is an acrobatics check or to catch the rope, or you can use your mage hand and do a charisma check.
I'll use my mage hand. I'm not fucking acrobatic.
Okay, do a charisma check.
Oh, okay. That is a 12.
A 12. So the mage hand grabs the rope and you are able to get a hand on it.
Yes.
What this means is that you're not going to have time to secure yourself to the rope, and the cart is going on without you. And so now the fan art is Kaimana in the cart and a rope dangling off of the cart with Jury swinging from it as it's going into the rest of the
I'm not feeling much pleasure within this palace.
There's so much laughter ringing out in this space.
You better give me a million point talents, Trebek. I swear to fucking God.
This is the show that keeps on giving.
It just keeps, yeah.
Also, rope in the pleasure palace.
We
already did that one.
Again.
All right.
No.
So your last challenge is going to be a corkscrew that then goes into.
Oh, no. This is great. Okay, no, what I want to do is like going into the corkscrew, I want to move where I am onto the one side of the cart. So as we go around a circle, Jury's going to wrap around the cart and then land inside of it.
Okay. So what we'll need from both of you is a success on a luck check.
Okay.
This will be pure luck.
Okay.
What is that?
I'm not even going to look
Just
at it.
roll a d20.
Just roll a d20. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
A 9.
Okay, so now I need a strength saving throw from Juridan.
You know what?
Or you could spin the spell slot and Misty Step back into the cart.
I don't have Misty. I only have Misty Step for that one. It's my ability. I don't have it prepared.
That's right.
But I have Fly. I cast Fly.
Okay, you cast Fly.
Yeah, don't worry, Jace. I got there.
So
let me roll.
As the cart is whipping around the corkscrew, you feel yourself being like thrown out because of the centrifugal force, and then you cast Fly and you use that angle to cut down as it's spiraling down the corkscrew, and you hit the cart kind of like on your back. Your feet are up in the air next to Kaimana as the cart is coming out of the corkscrew and heading back into the
Did I already roll a 68 on Wild Magic?
I thought it was a 65 last time.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 68 for this spell.
Damn it.
So close.
One off.
I think I've already rolled a 69. I don't remember.
I feel like you rolled like a 70
42.
or 68 before.
Yeah.
Because I remember saying exactly like so close.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 68. As you hit the cart, you look at Kaimana and are like, oh, Kaimana is my savior. Like he is. You are charmed by Kaimana for the next 2 minutes.
You know what? I flew out of that situation, but I think it was all Kaimana. If he wasn't here with me in this moment, Kaimana, I'm just so glad that we're experiencing this together. You said for a minute.
Yeah, for the next minute.
Kaimana, I'm not even upset. I'm just happy I'm here with you. And he's like holding you. So lovingly.
The cart's still moving, right?
Yep.
It's so coming
happy.
into the, like,
Okay.
you're hearing like the click, 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 click as it's kind of being braked as it's coming into the station at the other end. And at the other end, you hear just like, doop, 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 you know, like carnival music. And you're just like, thank you so much for riding the Volcanic Expressway. Please step off to the left and avoid any dangers.
I thought I had a bad experience, but actually I had a good experience. Because my best friend Kaimana was here with me. Kaimana, do you remember when you saved my life at that museum? And then on this here, whatever this is called thing?
Volcanic
Hey,
Expressway.
Hey,
That
best
sounds-
friend, will you carry me, please?
I would carry you to the ends of this fucking earth. And I like lift you proudly.
Both of you make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I know what this is for.
Do you want
Natural
bardic?
20.
Oh, well, I hate you. No, I don't hate you. I think you're the best
no,
thing
you
that's ever
don't. You're
happened.
That's what
I
you're
think you're incredible.
Charmed
So
in the Pleasure
amazing.
Palace.
Shut up. I got an 11.
So as you're lifting Kaimana up, you feel your stomach roiling from the ride, and like lifting Kaimana in the air, you evacuate whatever you had eaten earlier today.
The rainbow.
Yeah, as that comes out. But there is a doorway off to the side for the exit, and you guys make your way through. And you kind of are walking down this long hallway, and you eventually exit out of a door, and all of you feel yourselves tumbling out into that main chamber. And the crossroads door behind you curls up, falls down to Kakoa's feet, and Kakoa, there is a scroll at your feet.
I pick it up.
Okay. With that in mind, I think I already gave chaos points for Marlowe and for the Kakoa's trips.
How many did we get from that?
We
Uh,
should have
bullshit?
gotten a lot.
So Abel, you got 3 for the vine swing. Roller coaster got 7 for both of you.
Oh my god.
I'm up to 16.
But Kakoa, you pick up
Yeah,
you pick up the crossroads, many roads together, all heading in perhaps the same or different directions. You pick that up and you unroll it, and let's see. Oh, falling out of it is a magic item.
Ooh.
A shield falls out of it at your feet, and it's a kind of a small buckler, like the type that you can attach to your arm that you don't have to hold, and it has a inky bluish black coloration to it, but is sparkling with stars.
Okay.
Mm.
Can I wear that and still dual wield?
Yes, because this one can be attached there, you may. It has if you carry it as a shield, Abel will take the time to identify it, I'm sure. If you wear it as a shield, you get +2 to your AC. But if you just attach it as a buckler, you get +1 to your AC. But the effect that it does is that once per day you can cast Counterspell
Ooh.
at
Okay.
3rd level. So it's just a standard
Sick.
level Counterspell.
Hey Josh, can we know what the last game was that we didn't
I was
do?
gonna ask that.
Oh my
yeah.
god, we're literally the same person.
The last one was a whack-a-mole. And so it was a chamber where, like, when you stepped on certain squares, it would pop you up, and then there was a chance that this giant would smack you with a whack-a-mole.
Oh my god, that's the one I was gonna pick if we did go on 5.
Getting smacked and whacked.
Whack-a-mole.
By a giant.
Whacking
What?
the mole and the petrified.
All right. Let's, with that, as you guys finish the second one, let's go and take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll go into either the mine or the giant is next, or the donjon, I guess, is next after that. So,
Oh god.
Dungeon in the Pleasure Palace.
The donjon.
the dungeon.
All right.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
All right. See you in 5.
Thank you, 5.
So you all pop back out into the main chamber. There are still 3 doors remaining. You have the donjon, the mine, and the giant. You can
Yeah.
continue around and do the donjon, or you can go in one of the other doors.
And when y'all
Which
see
ones are
Jury,
gold?
mind you, Jury looks like he just threw up, and he's also really flushed and holding Kaimana like he's Simba.
No.
Which ones are the gold doors, John?
The-
Josh?
the mine,
Don.
and the giant.
I feel like we do the donjon because that
Those
one's
are
probably
rough,
gonna
too.
suck, and
Yeah,
then we do
this
the good
one's
ones at
gonna
the
suck.
end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk up to the donjon door and you open it, and you kind of get blasted through, and you find yourselves in a what seems to be like a a storage closet. I mean, it's large, like a castle storage closet. There are many boxes here that are dusty. There's objects that are covered over with like cloths and things. All of you can make perception checks as you find yourself in this space.
I just pictured a closet big enough to store several castles in.
A storage closet for castles.
I got a nat 20, so I got a 22.
I got a 20. 6.
26.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Wait, is this a what is this again?
Just perception check.
Perception.
Okay.
Got a 5.
Oh no.
29.
29. I'll honor the nat 20 and say that Jury, you catch this before the others, but Marlo and Kamana, you notice it as well after Jury. The only thing of note in this chamber, Jury, is an oil lamp. Not like a light lamp, like a lamp that carries oil. And it's everything else is kind of dusty in this chamber, but the oil lamp is there, and it's kind of gold and gleaming and has like gem encrusted areas around it, the bottom of it.
Well, I mean, I've started this the last 2 times. Do you want me to do it again? Okay.
Yeah.
I go pick up the lamp.
Okay. So Marlo, the moment you touch the lamp, all of you watch as like spaghettification as Marlo gets like pulled into the spout of the lamp and disappears. Marlo, you find yourself in a beautiful chamber. There's cushions everywhere. There's tapestries hanging from the ceiling. There's light music playing because there's like a harp in the corner that's just playing music on its own. And like sitting at a table eating just pomegranates is this like rotund, dark-skinned individual. What's the most telling thing about its features is that it doesn't have legs. It just has like this whirling mass of air beneath it, and it kind of looks up like pomegranate. What a fucking card to pull!
I didn't pull it. It was my friends. They're just too much of a coward to take the first step themselves. So,
wow.
Hey, I'm Ma. Sorry I didn't treat like this.
I'm Dave. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hi Dave. It's a lovely place you've got here.
Oh, it's a really, really beautiful prison cell.
Oh, is that how? Well, I'm sorry. That was quite a mistake on my part. Do you? I mean, you been a while?
What's happening out in the rest of the world?
It's not the apocalypse yet, but like the veil is like almost opened up, like fully into like our whole thing.
So
Alyria.
we're still in the first apocalypse then?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't been here for that long as well. I mean, like, the last thing I remember was like, I don't know. I feel like the gods were off fighting somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. So a minute.
Oh, okay. Welcome to my space. So I'm just here as like a game show host kind of thing. Can I interest you in a beverage or a snack while we wait for the games to begin?
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mars isn't fucking trust like that.
I will tell you that you need to beat a 26.
26.
Oh, sorry, no, 25.
Okay,
Jace has read.
It's like, can do this. Oh, can do this. Holy shit. Got a 30.
30.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, he casually asks you if you'd like to eat anything. But what you pick up on is that it's too casual and an odd segue.
Okay. I'm actually good. I get really stressed out when like this stuff like this is happening. I can't really eat right now, but I appreciate the offer. Very kind.
Are you the only one playing today?
I guess if my coward bitch friends don't show up, then
Okay.
yes.
So we zoom back out into the main chamber, and a full hour has gone by, and Marlo still is gone.
Yeah, I've been like hysterically crying since Mar got sucked into this thing.
The Cocoa has
You're muted,
slowly been edging closer.
Slowly edging in the pleasure palace.
This is my bit. This is my bit. Stop it.
Before you touch anything, TK, I try to message Mar and see if like it registers.
It's been a full hour. We're gonna try to make
her
it.
somewhere.
Marlo is on another plane of existence,
Sure,
and so
sure.
that the message does not go through.
Yes, Jury is using the Arcana to figure this out.
Yeah.
At what
Okay.
point did Jury put me down?
About 2 minutes into
Yeah,
this.
I was about to say, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'll set you down.
And what I picture is the Cocoa is kind of edging towards it sideways like a crab, and he gets close, and he's like, oh, I made it here, and accidentally touches it.
Okay, and then you all watch as the Cocoa accidentally touches it and then gets zumped in. Marlo, a couple minutes after you appear in the chamber and you and Dave are having this conversation, you just see like the Cocoa like poofs into existence behind you, and like Cocoa, you're in this wonderful chamber, and Dave kind of looks up from eating his pomegranate. He's like, oh, good. It's always better to have more people playing than not. And he waves a hand. Marlo, you feel like your vocal cords and you can't speak. And he's like, welcome, Cocoa. I'm Dave. This is my prison cell. It's well appointed, but I've been here apparently for quite a while. We're just waiting to get started on the game. There's foods and things for you to eat if you'd like, as we're waiting for everyone to join in.
How did you get so many cushions?
Well, he's
Sleight of hand something to the Cocoa to be like, don't fucking eat anything.
yeah, you can go ahead and slide a hand, and Cocoa, make a perception check with disadvantage because you are paying attention to what Dave is saying. And he snaps a finger, and like 3 more very large cushions just appear in the air and like fall down around you. And he's like, you know, it's I can just make things happen with a snap of my fingers.
That talent would be so welcome where I'm from. It's hard to get good cushions because the salt air, things mold, they mildew.
You know, Cocoa, man, I could teach you how to do it. What was your perception check, Cocoa?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you're seeing Marlo like over Dave's shoulder, telling you not to eat anything.
Yeah.
But Dave's like, you know, Cocoa, like we could work something out, and I could teach you how to, you know, just with a snap of your fingers, make anything like that happen.
That would be amazing, but it's not what I'm. In the middle of the fight, I accidentally snap. Instead of hitting him with my axe, I hit him with a pillow. Hilarity ensues. Suddenly, we're in a rom-com, and I ended up married to an orc.
Look, I was married to an orc for about 100 years. It is quite enjoyable. There still are orcs, right?
You're missing the lower half of you.
Hey, some people like it. I don't know what to tell you. He waves a hand, Marlo, and your voice comes back.
And Jace, just beautiful, by the way.
Yes, incredible.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Zooming back out to
sorry,
the... Oh, go ahead, Marlo. Yeah.
I just had a frog in my throat.
Yeah. Zooming back out to the chamber, 2 hours have passed, and now the Krakoa and Marlowe are both missing.
I'm going. I would not have waited that long.
Yeah, that's a long time to.
I feel like we'll all three go together.
So
as soon as he says, "Are there still orcs?" It's like half orc appears, right?
Both of you appear, and he's like,
timing up.
"Huh." He's like, "Man, thank God. I was told that there were 5 players, and it's just wonderful for you all to be here." He kind of waves a hand, and Marlowe and Krakoa both like get turned into small dolls and kind of fall into onto a cushion. And he's like, I don't want them to, they've already explained the rules of the game to them. I don't want them to like give anything away to you all. But we're here, we're gonna play a game today. Before we start, welcome to the green room. There are snacks available for you here if you'd like to eat something before we get started.
Can you explain who you are?
Oh, sorry.
If no one's stopping Kaimana, he is.
My name is Dave. This is my prison cell. Welcome to the Donjon.
What kind of snacks do you got?
Oh, like really exotic fruits. So there's like all kinds of like there's pineapples and pomegranates and dragon fruits and everything like that. Okay.
Down the hatch.
Cool. Awesome. The moment Kaimana eats something, Marlowe and Krakoa both like pop back into existence. Marlowe just in time to watch the pomegranate disappear into Kaimana's mouth. Dave is like, damn, thanks for playing. And then he's gone.
Oh, fuck.
You just fucked up so bad.
What?
Can I look for an exit in this place?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah,
I think I didn't like Dave. I think he was kind of an asshole.
What do you mean? He left us all this
that
food.
is a 25.
25. You look around, like there's like, you're going through all the tapestries on the walls, you're doing everything. And what you discover as you go is like, you're pushing through tapestries and you're like, God, there has to be a wall eventually. And like you all watch Marlowe just disappear into all of these tapestries and things, and you keep going. And a moment later from the opposite side, Marlowe appears back into the chamber, pushing through the tapestries on the other side.
Fuck.
Hey, remember when he said this was a prison?
No, we didn't get that part of the inter. Well, no, he said it like really briefly.
Yeah,
he mentioned it quickly.
Yeah, he did say that.
Food.
Remember when this is called the dungeon, pronounced
the
Donjon?
Donjon.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Donjon, like a
I thought that was a name, like a weird name. Dave and the Donjon's like his last name.
So have we just freed him from his prison and taken his place?
Yes. Someone did.
It's one of those.
It's what? How was I supposed to figure that out from the? He talked for like 2 seconds. What kind of fucking game is that?
Precisely.
Who doesn't know
It's a
that?
what? I don't know what that is. My dad
Even
wouldn't
I
let
knew
me.
that.
My dad wouldn't let me read any story about people who had magical powers because he had issues.
Is there like a bowl of nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not eat anything else.
He's
He's eating the nuts now. He's just chowing down on nuts. Popping nuts into his mouth.
All right.
Oh God.
Josh,
Yeah.
In the
I'm gonna
present.
use my fucking huge knowledge of shit like this to think about, and I'm sure this is probably a long stretch, but if there's any like way that I know of to escape like a Jin's
So
lamp or whatever.
In your readings, you would have read about elementals, and you would have read about the elemental planes of existence. So go ahead and make a history check from your readings, and Abel can make one as well if he'd like.
I start ritual casting
teleport.
Oh,
you got a natural 20. Yeah, so
There's no point in me even.
no, yeah. Beyond anything else, like many stories about genies, particularly or jinns, that they can often be bound to a lamp and then used as like warlocks will often use them as a patron, or like powerful magic users will use them to achieve certain goals or things like that. The general rule of a genie's lamp is that one creature is bound to the lamp, and if the genie can get another creature to take the binding, then the genie can leave. So right now, with your knowledge, you know that Kaimana is currently bound to the lamp.
Oh my god.
We can leave, technically.
So Kaimana has the power.
is bound to this lamp and cannot get out until he binds someone else to the lamp.
Or
Can
some
any of you
creature.
summon things?
Yeah.
Can you summon any?
Creature?
Can you summon anything?
Whoa. What did Josh say?
A creature.
A creature.
Yeah.
Stop.
Like a sentient squirrel.
No.
I could summon a bestial spirit.
What? Let
Is
me.
that kind of a creature?
I don't know. Let me see.
I mean, we have a couple of talking animals that.
You just have
My
one.
animal doesn't fucking talk. My animal is a literal squirrel. He does nothing.
What
He does
spell summons-
amazing backflips.
What's
He can do backflips. His brain is smaller than my fucking fingernail.
Are you looking at summon
Big.
beast, Kaimana?
I'm looking at summon beast or I think conjure animals is the only other one. I have.
Okay, so I don't know if conjure animals work. Let me check. Because I believe they're fey entities.
Fey spirits that take the form of beasts.
Yeah, so you could try either one, but just knowing that one of those summons an actual beast and the other one summons fey creatures.
Okay. I am going to summon beast.
Okay, what do you summon?
Who's going to be fine for a long time on their own?
Giant bees.
Sea monkey.
Oh, can I summon a tardigrade?
That would be very small, and it probably wouldn't be able to eat things.
You can eat something, eat like a crumb.
Okay. Summon something with mouth, please.
Well, I'm just because like nothing can kill a tardigrade, and they can go into like hibernation. I don't want to condemn something to like starve to death.
How would
in the
Kaimana
prison.
know what that is?
Lil Saurus,
But it also seems like food can be summoned here into this place.
Lil Saurus
Okay.
pops out of your pack. What are you guys doing?
Do not. I'm gonna shove him back in the back.
I mean, come on. He basically already
Hey, little-
lives in a place like this.
I mean, he's smart enough to make the decision for
yeah,
himself.
presents him
Why
with.
don't we?
You could probably summon him. From
And
the lab.
imagine
You
the-
just, like, he
imagine
would
all
have
the
a
power
cool-
he would
He
have.
would have a really cool bedroom.
And it would only
And-
be until we trick someone else to go in the lamp.
He would have amazing.
I mean, no,
cosmic
technicality.
power.
We're just talking about technicalities here.
We could take the lamp with us.
I'm gonna summon a
Exactly.
large tortoise. Those live for like 500 years.
Okay, so you summon a large tortoise. The large tortoise appears on the ground and is just like,
All right, I'm gonna offer it a pomegranate.
make an animal handling check.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Wait, give him a tomato. Those are the best to watch tortoises eat. I love watching them eat tomatoes.
Oh, the carnage.
14.
14. Let's see. Okay. So you kind of hold out the pomegranate and the tortoise like reaches out its neck and then snaps out and takes the pomegranate and swallows the pomegranate seed.
Does anything happen?
See any noticeable change?
Swallowing seed?
In the pleasure palace?
Lord, we just need shirts.
Thank you, Jace. Thank you for that one.
I got it.
I mean, so you don't feel, I mean, like you didn't feel any noticeable change the first time. All that happened is like you ate the seed and then Dave was like, peace out and left.
No, I can't.
What do the tapestries look like?
They're just like beautiful, like geometric patterns in like multitudes of colors.
So do you just like snap your fingers to exit?
Cocoa is gone.
Oh, okay.
Following suit.
Yeah, so Cocoa vanishes, Abel vanishes, Marlowe vanishes.
But Kaimana can't get out.
I haven't snapped my fingers yet.
You try first because you're potentially down
They've
here.
already left. It's like, oh fuck, where's Kaimana?
Well, hopefully you can already leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna snap my fingers.
Okay, Kaimana goes, and then
Oh, and then I'll snap my fingers.
Jury goes too. You all appear back out in the chamber, and
Leaving Persephone and
Do we
the
see the
leaving Persephone
Yeah.
behind with the pomegranates. And a
do we see the
doorway
original genie?
is in front of
How
you.
much food was in there? She'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be
forever.
fine forever. A
Should
doorway
we?
appears in the chamber.
Should we take this lamp with us?
Absolutely. I
Put
think.
like
Don't
arm
touch
on?
it. Don't touch it.
Hey,
Well,
no, no,
I will
no.
make
Wrap it in
it.
wrap it in a mage hand, yeah.
Because we could just like put Aramon in here, you know, like we could put it could be useful for something.
we put him in it and invite him to eat in the middle of a
No,
fight.
But I mean, no, I'm just saying it could be useful.
I mean, well, aren't we
Yeah.
ruining? I mean,
It
aren't
could
we
be
gonna
useful.
kind of fuck up the game? This whole operation? Wouldn't that
I mean,
maybe have some
Talk about
consequences?
chaos.
I was
Group
about
of
to say,
adventurers
how
with
could
a
he be
genie
mad?
lamp?
the game was just to let him out, right? We passed the game, supposedly, so.
I feel like he'd really like it if we were really
Oh,
chaotic.
hold
with
on.
the-
We'd be
with-
living up
Um,
to what this
Uh,
entity embodies.
if we're allowed, if you'd be cool with us taking the lamp when you like send that scroll in a second here, could you just like give a hard yes or no on that one? That would be really useful. Thank you.
Like a
Wait.
chortling yes or a disappointed
Like,
no.
like you're saying,
When
like
does it ever
when
been that
the
easy?
scroll comes out, that the lamp should be included. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying like if he's like add a little note if he's like cool with it. or-
Oh, okay, sure.
Like put a little sticky note on it.
A sticky note.
Yeah.
Fantasy world sticky note in the pleasure palace. Okay.
In the
Sticky what?
It's real sticky in the plus.
All right.
You can leave a note.
Yeah, but the door's in front of you. If you want to take, you grab it by mage hand and take it with you.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
cool. So you all
I'm taking
step.
this shit. This
You
is awesome.
step through the doorway, and it closes behind you. And the lamp vanishes the moment you step through the doorway.
Damn
But then the scroll rolls up and falls out and lands at your feet, Jury.
Okay.
You,
look at it.
You unroll it, and the lamp falls into your hands.
Yeah, sick. That was the only reward. Just the lamp.
Yeah, it's the lamp's in your hands.
Okay.
Pretty
Oh,
powerful
okay.
reward.
Yep. I'll put it. I'll
drop
put
it.
it.
Can we
Put it in
can
my
we
bag.
identify the lamp?
You're touching it and nothing's
Cool room to hang
happening.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm touching it.
Can-
Nothing's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah,
identify
no,
the lamp to learn all the rules behind the magic of the
Unless
lamp?
you go in there and eat it, then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, you identify the lamp.
You
So
just have a cool fucking lounge in your pocket.
So the lamp is identified, and it is Persephone's lamp. If you rub the lamp, then the genie in the lamp will come out. And there
You
are.
rub the lamp, the genie will come.
In
And-
the pleasure palace?
Never mind that the genie is a fucking tortoise.
Yeah, if you rub the lamp, the genie
genie's
will come
coming
out.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah. There are you can get, the genie can provide you any object that's worth less than 50 gold.
Ooh.
So if you rub the lamp, you can ask the genie to provide you with any object that's less than 50 gold. When the genie has the ability to grant you wishes, it's not the wish spell, but can grant you wishes that it can interpret how to use them based on its intelligence. And the current genie is a turtle.
What? This is sick.
We should have used a little talking right.
So it's there. So if you rub the lamp right now, Jury,
Sure.
what pops out? You all watch as this burst of air comes out, and suddenly there's floating in the air above you half of a turtle.
Oh my
Like,
god.
half
it's
the
so
shell and its
cute.
head up like this, and then the bottom half of it just a swirling mass of air, but
I'm
too
gonna
dumb
name-
to talk.
I'm gonna name you Dave. Hi, Dave.
is Persephone the turtle, just renamed Dave. So
Yeah, hi, Dave.
but you, Jury, you have a genie's lamp.
Cool. I feel like I really earned this.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Shaping
I'm
up to
thinking.
be your
Come on, is going to have to cast another
Listen,
awaken spell.
From someone who played a
Yes.
warlock in the G pack, G-Leaf can be so fucking useful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For so many different things.
Yep.
If you need to
Also
hide from
could-
someone, you're fucking set.
Yeah, and
It's
you,
great.
you can go in, like all of you can go inside of the genie's lamp at any time.
And time passes
Yeah,
differently.
and time passes differently in there.
Okay.
So you've got kind of like a portable. I mean, you could use this as a storage chamber if you wanted to. You have a portable space. Mhm.
Could you imagine though if you were the warlock whose
patron that was?
patron
Was a turtle.
Was Dave?
Dave the turtle genie.
No, but if your patron was that other guy, I don't think you were doing much
With an
better.
intelligence of what, like, it's -2.
I think they're like
all
3.
of your pets the warlock are just like bring me the lettuce.
Exactly. Lettuce and
Cabbage.
leaves. Lord.
All right, I let the tortoise go back in the lamp. I don't need it right now.
Yeah, they go back into the lamp.
Thanks, Dave.
Their mouth was like dripping with pomegranate juice.
I didn't consider giving the little
Oh,
source
cutie.
Yeah,
genie
Oh, happy.
powers, but-
turtles have a 2 to their intelligence. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you might have to awaken the tortoise later,
Yeah.
Kaimana.
All right. And so the last, so there's 2 rooms remaining, and what we'll do is we'll just like pop into the room so you can see what it looks like before we cut for today, and we'll pick up there next week. So would you like to go into the mine or the giant?
Mine.
Okay. So you go to the first golden room, the first golden door. You touch it, and Abel, like,
Oh yeah, this is fine.
you open the door, and you feel this kind of energy kind of wash through you as this is your door, and you kind of pass through, and all of you kind of find yourself in this cavern space. There's gems glinting all around you. There are like ore veins kind of passing through, but you are all standing on a platform overlooking a pit that's in front of you. And looking down into the pit, you can just see hundreds of orbs of various different sizes and colors and shapes. And next to you is a crane that goes over the orb pit. And so it looks like you could lower the crane down into the orb pit and pick something up and bring it out. Abel, because this is your thing, make a perception check for me, please.
Now, why the fuck is this one so nice seeming?
Mine is a
Seems
good card.
great.
This seems awesome.
Better.
Who has high perception? I'm like,
I do.
Somebody can help Abel, but it has to be
I have
Abel's
7.
check.
We'll give him help. Yeah,
I'll
we'll
help
help you.
Come on, the Krakoa. What do you see down here?
No, you have to be the one.
No,
to
you have to make it.
Yeah, this is
But do
your,
you want?
this is your
I'm,
Do you
I'm
wanna-
prompting them to help me.
Yeah, you got
want
help.
Bardic? I can give you Bardic too if you
Ooh,
want.
Okay.
yeah, I could do that.
Okay, I'll
definitely.
give you Bardic.
That was a 2.
Okay.
Hold on, let me do the second roll. Oh man, that's a 7.
All right.
What
but
is
a
Bardic?
D-
A
D10.
D10.
A D10.
Wait, I have a special thing. Wait, I have a no. Okay, no, I don't have that for this. Just so you guys know, if you roll Bardic with me, you also get advantage on your roll.
You
by
do,
the way. So in the future, if you're rolling Bardic, you also get advantage.
Good
to
I
know.
just forgot about it.
7 plus a D10. That's a 9. Can I do Flash of Genius?
Sure. 15. So you look down, Abel, and nobody else sees it. But Abel, one of the orbs to you is glowing. If you pointed it out to anybody else, they would just see a normal orb. But there's orbs of different sizes and shapes, but one of the smaller orbs is glowing with energy. And with a crane game in front of you.
Did we get chaos points for?
Oh
the
yeah.
Dom-Dom?
I'll do chaos points, and then with a crane game, we'll pick up next week there. So with the donjon, because Marlo and Cocoa both avoided eating, you get 2 chaos points. Kaimana gets 7.
Yes, for eating immediately. Sure.
Jury gets 3.
Okay.
All right, so
What
I've got
about Abel?
I didn't get any points.
No.
You didn't do anything. I'm sorry, bud.
I got 23 chaos points.
The 3 for jury were purely because you took the turtle and named it Dave.
I have 18, which isn't bad actually.
you weren't going to get any points, but then you named the turtle Dave.
I didn't do shit either, but I did name the turtle Dave.
But we'll pick
that was
up
amusing
there
to Kefkan.
next time. Yeah. Oh, Kefkan liked that. Yeah. Because Dave the Genie is now somewhere being like, what? There's fucking 2 Dave the Genies?
And this one's
gonna run
cooler
into
than
this
you,
genie?
Dave. Hopefully
And it's a
not.
turtle?
Like second campaign, we run into Dave the Genie again.
Oh yeah,
one?
Dave the Genie's out in the wild now. Who knows?
I know.
Maybe he'll be grateful that we set him
Dude,
free.
Dave the Genie could be evil as fuck. We just let him upon. I mean,
He did call it a prison, so
yeah.
we don't know what type of chaos we've unleashed upon the world.
I feel like
As
I had to
always.
be true to my character and just eat that shit.
That was
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
There was
Problem
no
is,
If you
way.
did it, it would be weird.
Well,
If you
and it's
didn't
funny
do it, it'd be
because
weird.
realistically, only Mar has high enough insight to figure that out. Like, pretty much only Mar.
It was very fortunate that Mar went in first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't have rolled high enough to figure that out.
This
And-
campaign, I'm rolling an insightful as fuck
No,
character.
I would
Just
have done it anyway, but like Josh putting up pomegranates, I was like,
yeah.
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 So funny.
I mean,
So
yeah.
Well,
funny.
The where
You knew
that
he was
could
up to
have
something.
like because Marlo not only could insight but has the history to know what the genie is.
Mm-hmm.
And so if like Kakoa had done it and eaten something and then Dave disappeared and then you all were like joined the Kakoa, none of you would have any idea.
Yeah, it's true. That's
There was
funny.
some guy here, and he offered me this buffet, and then he left. Well, he said something about the
Well-
game beginning.
And you just all
And
just
I
like
lo-
keep trading the genie status.
I love that he was
No.
so pissed off with Mar. He just made them both dolls. He's like, give
Yeah,
me a
fuck it.
chance. Yeah.
Hey, it's a
And-
genie from
and-
Baldur's Gate. Enjoy the jackpot.
No.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Actually, that guy sucks.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
and points to Jace for the
So
performance
good.
while the Kakoa
So
was
good.
talking to the genie.
Yes.
holding,
Incredible.
if you watch, I'm only using one hand because I'm holding my dinner. The other hand.
Oh my God.
And I kept
Amazing.
being like, because it was tikka masala, and I kept being like, damn, I
Ooh.
hope this sauce doesn't go all over me. But I gotta commit.
And I almost went, I wonder how long I can keep this going. It's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. That would be a dick move.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So good. I'm loving this, Josh.
I
Yeah.
love this. This is so fun.
This dungeon is
That's so
so
entertaining.
good.
it has been a lot of fun being like based on the cards that you all picked, what would be the crazy like but also carnival like outcome of it. So
for sure.
it's been
That was
nice. I have to
And the-
map out Giant now.
And the number of dick jokes that have been, and ball
Yes,
jokes.
of course.
In
of
the
course.
Pleasure Palace? Yeah.
The Pleasure Palace.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here
We
for.
need
That's
a
a-
shirt that says "I went to the Pleasure Palace" and I'm
All
like,
I got was
"Oh,
this
wow,
t-shirt.
That's a future super cut for the YouTube channel for sure. Is
Yeah.
the-
Oh my
the
God.
Pleasure Palace jokes.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go wash my tattoos and die.
Yes. All
All right,
right.
good night, y'all.
See you all
I'm
next
back
week.
to Baldur's
Bye.
Gate.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love you.
hell
Bye.
yeah.
Love y'all.
Bye.